it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Darryl Jenkins from the CPS store. Welcome, Darryl.
Thank you all so much. Why don't you put your hands together and give ASI Orlando a great big round of applause. As mentioned, my name is Darryl Jenkins, and I had the privilege of leading the discussion, the 3 C's of building a diverse customer base. Why was this so important? Each and every one of us recognizes the value of connecting. You heard that earlier. And so that was the very first C that we spent some time talking about. How best do you connect? Continue to do that you have been doing. However, take full advantage of emerging technologies. Utilize LinkedIn. Certainly utilize other forms of mediums that you can remain connected, not only transactionally, but the key is to connect relationally. Every one of us in here, I would venture to say, values the relationship. By show of hands, how many of you prefer to be in a relationship or in relation with your customer, supplier, distributor, supply chain versus just a transaction? First key tip or takeaway is to connect not just transactionally, but relationally. Secondly, you want to make sure that you cultivate that you have made connection with, whether it's online or whether it's face-to-face, or you have other forms of media that you're utilizing to make that connection. Now it's very, very important for you to begin the process of cultivating the relationship. Innovation requires such. I wanted to say innovation requires collaboration. That's my third point. But the second, let me just stay with cultivation. How many of you actually have a household plant that you spend time cultivating or watering? Yes. Now, unlike me, there was a time where I did not properly cultivate nor nurture that plant. And we all know what happens when the plant is not properly nurtured or cultivated. Similarly, look at your connections, look at the customer base, look at your relationships in such a way that you nurture that relationship. Watering, nurturing, spending quality time to build the relationship, not just a transaction. Because the truth of the matter is, every one of us has already stated that it is far more valuable for me to be in a relationship with you. And that is the joy and that is the benefit from coming to each of these sessions that ASI hosts, whether it's in Texas, whether it's here, or from my hometown, Chicago. By the way, go Bulls. Any other Chicagoans here? Well, one of the things that I can tell you about that is that connection and also the cultivation, but last but not least, collaboration. When you innovate, you collaborate. And collaboration is far more important because all of us have gathered here for the same purpose, and that is to bring our unique skill set in such a way that we collaboratively achieve our goals. You heard earlier how many want to make money, how many want to be rich, but that requires a collaboration with distributors, suppliers, your strong network, those whom you connect with. So the key takeaways that I tried to share, those 3 C's, the first one is, you all shout it back to me if you don't mind, just to make sure, this is audience participation. What was the first C? I heard this side over here. What was the first C? Second? Cultivate. I believe I was very clear about how to cultivate your relationship. But last but certainly not least, after you connect, after you cultivate, shout it back to me, collaborate. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you. Again, I pray that you got something out of those 3 C's.
Thank you, Darryl.
Thanks.